friends, it's Melody. Welcome back to my channel. No, it's been a hot minute, but I'm here. I say that like every single video. You're just probably used to my upload schedule being garbage at this point, so hi. As you can probably tell, I moved. I am in a new home. This wall is not decorated yet, so it's just kind of a boring white background, but here I am. I do have some moving vlogs that I've recorded and edited already, and I'm just a little apprehensive about uploading them because I feel like, oh, it's not the content that I normally upload on my channel, and what if nobody cares? But I need to learn to not care if nobody cares, so I'm probably gonna upload it pretty soon after I upload this. But this is a video that I've been meaning to film since before I moved, so like 2 weeks ago. What day is it? Like, it's Monday, so like almost 2 weeks ago. And then I got really busy. I thought I was gonna have time to film before I moved, and then it just didn't happen. So, hi. And it's a video, as I'm sure you can tell from the title, about Uber and how much they suck sometimes. It's a doozy. Uber kind of sucks a lot. And the reason I'm making this video is because of a person that I follow. She's awesome. I love her. Her username, I'll put it on the screen so you can read it. I'll also link it in the description. Skye, service dog in training. She, her owner, her handler, Mackenzie, Skye is the dog. She was in Wisconsin, I think, maybe, visiting a friend, and they had an altercation with an Uber driver. Charlie just brought me a toy. Hi, Charlie. Yes, thank you. They had an altercation with an Uber driver about their service dogs, because they had 2 service dogs. And I will link the video in the description. I can't insert it in this video because I suck. It'll be in the description if you want to go watch it. Basically, it's just them being denied and trying to explain to this man about how these are service dogs, you legally cannot deny us access. It's basically just them being denied access and them trying to explain to their Uber driver that this is illegal, you cannot deny us access. And he like starts taking pictures of them, he threatens to call the cops on them. They end up getting another Uber driver, he threatens to call the cops on that Uber driver. They obviously file a complaint, and the worst he got was a slap on the wrist. And they're obviously pretty angry about that. It sucks. Like, I'm a person, personally, I don't feel like he should have lost his job. That's just my opinion. But I really hope that the repercussions were more intense. And I can't know that. And I highly doubt it, but I really hope that he never does something like that again. Because if he does, obviously he's going to lose his job. But if he does, obviously whatever Uber did to reprimand him wasn't enough. And he's just denying access towards more people and making more people's lives difficult. So that sucks. And I saw this and it made my little heart just swell up with anger. Because there's nothing that gets me worked up like service dog stuff. It's just something that I just, I get so angry. And I'm not an angry person. I'm a very calm, just collected, talk through it. Like, I get angry, but this is what I get angry the most about. So I'm gonna tell a couple stories about my experience and give a couple recommendations on how to make your Uber experience easier or go through Lyft. I've never used the Lyft, so I don't know the difference. I don't know. I'm sure that there have been discussions with Lyft. Like, companies like Uber and Lyft, it's a little difficult because obviously they screen their people, but they can't like be like, okay, do you know everything about service dogs? Just like, it's a little harder to have a proper training method and in-person repercussions. At least that's what I believe. I could be completely wrong about that. There could be like awesome training and I know nothing. So take everything I say with a grain of salt about that. But, so, my stories. I have a couple. First one I'll start with was when I was at VidCon 2016. This was kind of strange. It was the first day of VidCon, and it was getting late. It wasn't late, but it was getting late. I was really tired. I want to go back to that's the oven, great. I wanted to go back to my hotel and sleep it off. God, I slept so good that night. Whew. So I call an Uber. I order an Uber, and he comes, and it's a little bit difficult. I guess it was his first time like picking someone up from VidCon because he had no idea where he was going. He got lost. He had to call me and look for directions. I'm like, I don't know, just pull into the freaking parking lot, the road that goes up. I don't. So he comes. He gets there, and he you can't have a dog, and he didn't totally speak English, which is fine. I lived in Southern California at the time. There's obviously a lot of people who don't speak English. I don't speak Spanish. I have no reason to like complain about it because like I can't communicate. He can't communicate. It's fine. But he doesn't really speak English, so it's hard for me to describe to him like, yeah, I can have a dog. And he's like, no, you can't. Like, well, he's a service dog, so legally I'm allowed to have him. No. So I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll call another Uber. And then he's like, okay, get in. But like, really like, just cold and distant about it. Like, he's really put out the fact that I have a dog. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, man. Like, I can't like, just be like, oh, no dogs? Okay, I'll just leave him right here. Bye. See you later, dog. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Did you expect me to not call another Uber or just like send you off? Like, I still need transportation. I still need an Uber. Like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you expected. So the entire drive to my hotel, which is only 5 minutes long, he's completely silent. And it's just like, normally Uber drivers are kind of interactive. I've had some really awesome Uber drivers that I've had some awesome conversations with. I'm normally a very reserved person, so I'm fine with an Uber driver being quiet, but nothing. Like, not even like my grandma got in the car, and no hello to her, nothing about like, oh, is the temperature okay? You want me to turn the music off? Normal Uber driver stuff. And it was very tense. And I was like, oh my god, I should have called another Uber. I should not have gotten in this car. Because part of me is like, this guy's gonna freaking murder me. Oh. But of course, that's just me being paranoid, and we get there without a hitch. And obviously I tip him and leave 5 stars because that's the kind of person that I am. But it was so uncomfortable the whole time. Like, I just didn't... It was bad. But luckily he did like accept me in the car and I got transportation, but it was not a fun experience. My next story is from Vegas. When I went to Vegas, vlog on my channel, by the way, vlog on both VidCon and Vegas vlog. This one was less bad. The guy turned out to be very nice, and we ended up driving down the strip with the windows rolled down and on max volume, Sweet Caroline, just blasting him singing and my grandma singing. It was a little odd, but it was a good time. So he was a nice guy. He was just a little apprehensive at her first. And this is where partially my recommendation comes in, is obviously know your rights. And so I'm getting ahead of myself. So I order the Uber, he comes and picks us up. It's a big, it's like an SUV, and I don't order like big Ubers, just cause it's like, why bother? Like, it's just me, my dog, maybe another person like my grandma or a friend. So I order like the normal Uber, but it's a big SUV, which is nice. So I get Takati in the car. Right, I'm about to get Takati in the car. He's like, you have a dog? Yep, he is a service dog. And she's like, I don't, he like takes a minute, and he like, just thinks about it. And he's like, I don't know, is he gonna pee in the car? Is he a good dog? I'm like, yeah, he's a service dog, so he's fine. He'll just lay down and be quiet. And he's like, well, I don't know, does he shed a lot? Like, I mean, yeah, he sheds. I keep him groomed, but he has a lot of fur. He's like, okay, fine. And we get in the car and we have a good time. So most of my experiences haven't been that bad, but it gets weird sometimes. I had another experience when I went to art school. One of my friends ordered a big Uber just for fun. We were at Panera Bread and we were going back to our apartment for the month. And it's another guy who doesn't speak a lot of English, or he just didn't want to speak. I'm not entirely sure, but like I got Takati in the car, and we had a couple friends, so she ordered like the biggest Uber. We could have gone with like a medium Uber, but we ordered the biggest Uber. It was totally fun. And I get Takati in the car, all of her friends are in the car, and I'm like, oh, between the dog and all my friends, there's no room for me to get in. So I'm like, hey, can I ride in the front seat? No. No, you cannot ride in the front seat. I'm like, and like, it took a lot for me to ask, because I'm a very awkward, nervous person. Like, I don't have any room, so I end up climbing in the trunk. And it's like not exactly a trunk. It's like there's a seat, but it's not really a seat. I don't know how to describe it. If you've seen a car like that, it's like a half seat, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just back there, just kind of like, I don't have my dog. My friends are up front. I had to flip over this freaking seat. There's a perfectly good front seat that I could have ridden in for this 5-minute trip, but I didn't. So here I am now in a half seat, which doesn't really pertain to service dogs, but it was just a weird experience. I have weird experiences with Ubers. Like, every Uber experience is an experience, you know? So as for tips for riding in an Uber with a service dog, or a Lyft, I, again, haven't ridden Lyft, but it probably applies there too. It always helps to call your Uber driver, let them know in advance, hey, I have a service dog, don't freak out. And that kind of gives them a chance to be like, cancel a ride. I don't know if they can cancel a ride, I don't know, but just like, give them a chance to prepare mentally for a dog, not be surprised by a dog. And like in my experience, that helps a lot. Like towards the end of the trip in Vegas, I started calling all my Uber drivers in advance, and it definitely made Uber drives a lot less awkward. So that's my biggest tip. And then just, of course, know your rights. Know that you are allowed to ride in an Uber with your service dog. You have every right. It's a public service. And just, I don't know, try your best. There's gonna be Uber drivers that don't know what they're talking about or what they're doing, and I'm sure it's the same for Lyft, but I don't know. Just ride at your own risk, and good luck. So that's all I really have to talk about today. Sorry the video was so long. I'm terrible at talking, obviously. But if you want to see a moving vlog, please let me know. Or if you want to see any other kind of video or leave a question for me, comment below. Talk to you later.